Go. Alright, so, I woke up, looked at my clock, and, well, it's 2017 again, and boy, I'm really looking forward to that Justice League movie they're supposed to be putting out, right? You
I
know,
mean,
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be
yeah,
awesome.
like that
Yeah.
first trailer looked really good. Like Zack is pushing everything to the limit. Like, I really hope they don't do anything wrong with it. I hope they don't mess things up and, like, try to fuck with him at all, or try to...
or something tragic happens that forces him to step down.
God damn it,
Or the
guys.
guy from Avengers steps in to replace him.
God damn it, guys. I think things might be going wrong. I think they might have fucked something up.
What makes you say that? What makes you say that, Don?
Well,
We appear to have stepped into an alternate universe.
I have a copy of a movie here that's not supposed to exist.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Mehvies, episode 11, Josstice League.
Yay. I'm so enthralled at the prospect of watching
Get out of here!
a piece of shit cut that I saw twice days before this.
This menu, dear God, this menu. It is the most generic menu I have ever seen.
Aside from the DC AMU menus.
No, that... You know what? Those have a little bit more texture to them. Although this has the exact same, and I do mean the exact same sound effects. No, this has Justice League, a picture of the Justice League, with stupid animations playing over top of them. Excuse me. And a gray menu with blue text.
That's stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, this is, and these are almost exactly the same pictures that you see on the poster here. So, it literally looks like a fucking bootleg.
Anyway, let's get this thing started.
As soon as I can get it queued up, okay, there we go. Alright. 3, 2, 1.
Play!
Don't ask me why the Xbox is saying that the movie is 2 hours and 3 seconds long, and the Blu-ray itself says it's 2 hours and 2 seconds long.
Mine says exactly 2 hours.
I'm watching this off HBO Max.
I am too.
So for those of you at home who are unaware of the backstory of this particular film, Zack Snyder stepped away from the Justice League project when his daughter Autumn committed suicide. And we've already lost any attempts at monetization here. And rather than just, finishing the film, getting somebody who had worked with Zack previously, or had previously worked on this film, to finish it up, they got Joss Whedon. Wobbly-lipped Superman makes an appearance in the first few minutes of the film.
I could see the mustache.
Yeah.
I can see it too. Oh.
This is not the Man of Steel or the BVS suit. This is the suit from the end of the movie. They didn't give a shit. And when this film premiered in theaters, the guys who had done the mustache removal visual effects for the film, they looked at this and they were like, what the fuck? Did you guys do that? No, we didn't. This was farmed out to some other studio at the very last second.
And Henry Cavill didn't end up shaving his mustache because he was filming a
Mission Impossible film at the time. Yes.
Yeah.
This is not a Zack Snyder movie.
No. This is not a Zack Snyder film. This opening sequence, none of this opening sequence is Zack Snyder's footage. All of this was shot by Joss Whedon.
Yep.
Joss Whedon did the reshoots for this film, which didn't need to exist. Although I will say, nice little detail right there. But
yeah, Batman's reflection.
Yeah, it's the only good part.
Yeah, this is very clearly being shot. This is very clearly being shot on sets the CW constructed for the Arrowverse because they look like cheap shit.
Also, you might notice that Ben Affleck.
How many cuts are there?
Well, yeah, Affleck is not in the suit for some of this stuff, which is part of the reason why why the cuts look like such garbage. Yeah, that's Affleck. And if you notice that he is a little bit out of shape in these shots, it's because he just got out of rehab. And they didn't give him enough time. Yeah, they didn't give him enough time to do the weight cut for this movie.
And he just got out of a nasty divorce.
Okay, how did Batman even know that the parademons were present in it all?
That should have killed the man.
Yeah.
Also, I love how Joss is desperately attempting to recreate Zack's slow-mo, but he's not doing it with the same amount of style.
No.
Yeah.
Batman had to be fucking suicidal to pull this off, because this is insane. This plot was stupid. That's a good question.
Last time Batman took on
it doesn't make any sense.
Last time Batman took on a set of parademons by himself, he almost got clowned by them, and Green Lantern had to save him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if you guys notice, again, another thing that you can notice, whenever it switches to Zack's footage, which I will attempt to point out, you'll notice that it loses a lot of verticality, which is easy to...
Why is Brainiac's sigil on there?
More to the point, why does the parademon explode into a symbol of the mother box? Also, why is the
that's no, that's not a symbol of the mother box.
No, that is the symbol of the mother boxes.
Yeah, it's the mother box.
Why did Okay, but why are they aligned like it's Brainiac's?
That's a damn good question. Also, I love how
Why is he leaving the burglar?
That's a good question. I also love how Batman just said Alfred's name out loud in front of the burglar. And yeah, you can tell that this is shot with I think this is shot with the same or similar cameras Joss did Avengers with. Yeah, every single
pop music.
Yeah, every single track on this soundtrack, aside from the Junkie XL version of Come Together at the very end, was either selected by Joss Whedon or put in by Danny Elfman, who was the replacement composer for the film. I like Danny Elfman. Mm-hmm. I don't like this period of Danny Elfman's career because, well, this is Danny Elfman's phoning it in era.
Oh, look, there's Lois.
Yeah. From a shot that was later in the film. In the original cut. This was also later in the film.
Later in the movie. Much later.
Oh, God, I never heard. Ah!
Yeah, we also don't get to see the positive pregnancy test in this cut.
In which we confirm that Lois is pregnant with Jonathan Samuel Kent.
Yes.
Yeah, cut everything. Everything goes.
God, this movie, it got chopped to pieces.
Yeah.
It really did.
Did they return to their planet? David Bowie, Prince, and Superman.
Michael Jackson.
Shut the fuck up.
Was that Mike?
No, that was David Bowie, Prince, and Superman. Yeah, this is...
Okay. Anarchy! Ah! Fuck your fruits!
None...
This is stupid.
It really is.
This sequence is ridiculous.
I hate fruits.
I would be.
I hate fruits.
Yeah, I would not be. Yeah, story by Chris Terrio and Zack Snyder. I take offense at that because Chris.
I tried.
Fuck you.
Nope. That's not. Nope.
Yeah, Zack.
Say directed by.
Make the
that
cheap
should say
emotion
directed
there.
by Joss Whedon.
Yeah, Joss Whedon not only directed like the vast majority of the reshoot, well, all of the reshoots. He directed all of the reshoots. He also performed final cut on the film.
Oh look, it's the reactionary terrorists.
Yeah. Joss Whedon performed
in this version.
Performed the final cut on this film. So he used takes in. Yeah, he cut little bits out of every single scene.
This music is awful.
Yeah, Joss cut little bits out of every single scene. Like this sequence was cut down heavily, which takes out all of the emotional impact, all of the pacing that Zack did very carefully. It was a very carefully paced scene in the original, and this, they Hollywoodified it.
Yeah.
All of Zack's footage, the saturation has been turned up to 11, practically.
Alex, why isn't there any Ancient Lamentation music playing?
Oh, we're about to get that, actually.
I was gonna say, it looks way too colorful, man. Like, I can tell it's Zack's footage. It's like, why did they turn up the color so
the fact
much?
that the skin tones are fucking orange. Like,
oh, and
take...
no. Oh, that lasso just magically lifted him up into the sky, whereas the original cut, there was some effort put into pulling him up.
Cut. Gotta cut out the effort.
Yeah.
Yep, and cut out quite a bit of this dude's dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
And this shot took place earlier.
Skin tones.
Those look like loaves of bread with all the color, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah. Well, that's because that's actually cake icing. Fun fact.
Yeah.
There was a bit more time on that timer.
Yeah, fun fact,
Also, she takes out less people in the cut than there are people in the room in this version.
Yeah. But yeah, fun fact, there are, unbranded batteries. Yeah, that's definitely a thing that people would have.
Oh, that looked lame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The entire sequences are gone.
What? Is that even connected to the same building?
There's no continuity of space.
Oh my god.
Like, that's one of the biggest problems with this cut of the film. There's no continuity of space.
Oh, good god.
I know, I've seen this version in the other, it's so chopped up, it's not even funny.
Yeah.
Also, I want to point this out.
Danny Elfman's version of the Wonder Woman film.
I just want to say, she kills him without him even reloading. Making her more bloodthirsty in this version. Completely didn't even need to do it in this version. He didn't even reload.
Oh, and we're cutting to something that took place earlier in the movie.
Yeah, Diana, the guy was out of ammunition. Diana could have just walked up to him and punched him at this point. Right, in this version, she just explodes the dude in front of school children, and it's like, that's
in the Snyder cut.
No.
No, in the Snyder cut.
There's a reason.
He was about to reload.
He was actually reloading. In the Snyder cut, he was actually trying to reload. Here, she just nukes him for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
It's so funny. Like, people complain about making her bloodthirsty, but she's more bloodthirsty in this version.
Yeah.
Alex, did they hack the footage up with the chainsaw?
Yes. They also cut out the entire discussion when they talk about how the hell Bruce got here, or where the people are like, how the hell did this guy get here? here. Everything's fucking blocked off.
Yeah, helicopters haven't been able to get here, and God knows how long. Also, Bruce grew out a beard in just a short period of time.
Yeah.
Facial hair does not work that way, guys.
No, it really doesn't. We went over this in a Twitter thread I made.
Oh, God. That mural looks fucking stupid.
Oh, God. And then we have the mother boxes. Again.
It doesn't make sense. Why is this here? Doesn't make any sense.
And also, Bruce acts very out of character in this.
Oh, all throughout the fucking movie.
I hate it.
Yeah. I mean, hell, it makes a jab at Aquaman being able to talk to fish. Like that.
Yeah. You know, Ben Affleck is an award-winning director, you know? If they absolutely had, and I mean absolutely had, to do reshoots on this movie, why didn't they just get him to do it?
Because they want an excuse to get the guy from Avengers to redo it.
Yeah, they were desperate to recapture that Avengers Lightning. Never mind the fact that Joss Whedon had already lost his touch come Age of Ultron. Although I will...
Yeah, though, like, Age of Ultron wasn't really his fault, but he also went crazy
I will
after
say
the
that.
fact.
Disney did fuck that movie up, and they fucked that movie up the way they fucked this movie, the way Warner Brothers fucked this movie up, which kind of makes it funny that Joss was complicit in the destruction of somebody else's vision when he got fucked over by Disney the same way. The green screen.
Like, I feel bad for Josh on that, but at the same time, fuck him for ruining this film. So everyone in the village now knows he's Batman. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, that's stupid.
Film is fucking stupid.
The green screen is really, really bad.
How big is this plane?
It's bigger on the inside.
Didn't you know, Kevin? Batman has a TARDIS.
Batman is not... You know, Batman is known for being a deadpan snarker. I don't think he's ever been, like, this sarcastic, you know?
No, that would be more akin to a certain Anthony Edward Stark.
No, they were trying to turn Bruce into Tony, and you know who this would have worked with? Booster Gold, who's not in this film.
No. He might be in Blue Beetle.
It better be Nathan Fillion, man.
Alex, let it go. We're not going to get Nathan Fillion in any other role in this universe other than the detachable kid.
Okay, who do you think?
Diedrich Bader.
That's not bad. I appreciate the lampshading of the Wonder Bat pairing, but it was much more subtle in Josstice in ZSJL.
Not only that, guess who got butchered the most in this movie?
Cyborg, the heart of the film.
Yes, Cyborg.
Cyborg's half of his fucking backstory was cut out.
One of the most beloved characters in the Teen Titans animated series and the comics, and he gets turned into a goddamn joke. Also, this scene is stupid.
I will say, I don't dislike this particular scene.
Yeah,
but
this scene got a laugh out of me.
This fucker here. Yeah.
Okay, that was actually a good joke.
Yeah, I like Barry.
It's a good joke.
I like Barry being this kind of goofy troll, because I like the idea of speedsters being a little bit wacky, but
Fuck. And wasn't there an earlier scene where Barry tried to get a job?
Yeah, where he
and where he met Iris.
Yeah, where he met Iris and shows off his fucking and superpowers and things like that, and character development, because these characters didn't get solo films, and for some reason they outright refused to use the version that was in the TV show. Which, granted, I was glad for at the time, because, well, the Flash TV show wasn't all that great, but
Barry, run!
Time has certainly proven.
Can we just transform him into Grant Gustin?
Yeah, I was gonna
Flash movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Please?
Time has certainly proven that Grant Gustin is the better person, because he's not declaring war on an entire state and leading a cult and abducting children.
Oh, and these words that Henry Allen says here will never come up again and in the movie.
Yeah. Because Barry doesn't get his job as the CSI at the end of the film. Which...
No, not that. Because we know what happens in the Snyder Cut.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah, the skyline from earlier in the film. I should have mentioned that earlier. But they like, put a bunch of famous buildings in the background of the museum. And all that shit.
Hi, stylus.
So that they could say, like, see? This is London, guys. London!
By the way, you know who's also been cut out from this movie?
Howard Cho?
Ryan Choi.
Ryan Choi. Duh. Fuck.
And weirdly, it's weird that they didn't have Ray Palmer in this. At
least they had somebody.
Yes, at least they had somebody.
You know what? It's not weird. Ray Palmer was already used in the Legends of Tomorrow TV show. He was a recurring character and member of the main cast. They couldn't use him because Warner Brothers are fucking stupid.
So they had Ryan Choi instead.
Yeah, they had those policies in place where they couldn't use specific versions of specific characters.
And of course because the goddamn Titans show was going on, especially in 2018, in this universe, can't use Connor Kent because Titans has Connor.
Yeah, no Connor Kent, no Nightwing, no Titans in general. The fact that Cyborg showed up in the Doom Patrol show at all was kind of strange.
Yeah, I don't know why that was the case. I mean, Doom Patrol wasn't bad, but why was Cyborg there? And why were people celebrating that Ray Fisher wasn't playing him in that version?
Because Warner Brothers had somewhat successfully performed a propaganda campaign against him.
Yeah. And it failed, and he's now apparently coming back at some point.
Even if he doesn't
come back. Also, the CGI is worse here. The CGI is worse here than it is in the actual Zack Snyder version.
The thing is we had a whole character arc that establishes that Cyborg is capable of so much more, and then
they
that just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, they skipped through his entire arc with this scene.
They just rushed it right out the window.
I'm surprised Ray Fisher agreed to film this scene.
Honestly, he probably didn't have a choice. A lot of people don't.
And meanwhile, we got another scene that took place earlier.
Well, there was some stuff he refused to. Well, no, there's some stuff he refused to film, like him saying "booyah."
Well, then
he refused to say "booyah."
You also had later on in the film,
this scene was also chopped to pieces.
Yeah, later on in the film, Gal Gadot refused to film a certain scene that we will talk about when we get there. Yeah, this was paced like a horror movie in the original, and now this.
Yeah,
and now we're on Themyscira.
I want to point this out real quickly. The janitor's reaction is completely different. He has a blank face in this version. In Zack Snyder's version, he looks terrified.
Yeah.
I don't know why they changed that.
Well, why
did they reshoot that? There was no reason to.
See, the thing is, there's no telling if that was just test footage Zack shot.
We got a skyline shot that ends up leading into a shot that's supposed to take place later.
Yeah.
Because the skyline shot's supposed to take place He's at the very start of the movie.
So one of the problems is that there's no telling if they reshot that scene or if they just took like a rough run through that Zach was recording for her and used that instead of like the intended take.
It looks like it's sleeping.
Yeah.
And it's only now just waking up.
And because they brought all the brightness and contrast up, you can very clearly tell that there is a lot of there are a lot of not great
boom tube
things with the CGI, which doesn't help because they redid a bunch of it at the last moment.
Like or such as
a completely different design of this
Grandpa
character.
Steppenwolf.
Yeah, like or such as this motherfucker.
Steppenwolf voiced by Kieran Hines.
He looks so thin.
He looks so
thin in this.
Yeah, completely different design to what he had in the last film.
And completely different motivation too.
Yeah, he's obsessed with his mother or the mother, whatever.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Stupid.
Steppenwolf is supposed to be a Darkseid's uncle and one of his most loyal servants.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid.
Yet this version makes it seem like he was the mastermind the entire time, when no, he wasn't.
Yeah, just completely eliminate all of the avenues they had for the sequel, and make it sound like it. Where the hell did you guys come from?
And yet he sounds
Where did he
so
go?
smug and arrogant.
So stupid. So stupid. So stupid. So stupid. I hate it.
Make room for mommy.
Mommy, go. You die now.
Oh, and they're supposed to make the thing fall down into the.
They never did that in
the
this
ocean.
version.
Yeah,
because that shows the efforts that at the races will go to stop someone like Steppenwolf from getting the mother boxes, but no, he just escaped.
Where did all of those arrows come from? There was nobody with arrows outside the damn cave.
Also, they removed the decapitation from this scene.
Yeah.
And a lot of other stuff.
Yeah. They cut out a lot. Having just watched the Snyder Cut today and going through... this one is painful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's genuinely bad.
Having unfinished CGI in a major Hollywood film like this is just
inexcusable.
No balls. This film has no balls.
It got castrated.
Zack Snyder's Justice League has too many balls, and that's why this film has no balls.
The balls were too heavy.
It's got balls of steel. Balls of steel. Seriously. Like, oh my god, there is no...
limping. Yes, a Legion controlled by a guy that's not voiced by Michael Ironside.
His lips weren't even moving in the far shot.
God, I hate this characterization of Steppenwolf.
Oi, mate, why are your horses bad CG?
Why is your bad guy terrible CG?
Oh my god, they're running at like 2 frames a second in the wide shot. I never noticed that. Oh! Oh, kill me now. Oh, God.
We're really rushing through a lot of this, aren't we?
Rushing faster than Barry Allen on his way to fuck the goddess of time.
Which is who?
I don't know. But he has... his intercourse his intercourse sessions with her are frequent and prolonged. You're holding the flechette that close to your face is going to cause the arrow to go offline, and or if that is like metal as it looks like, you know, cut your face.
And we don't even get to see the French guy.
She's working
come
at.
in.
Oh yeah, by the way, hey, if we look at Wonder Woman 84 with this in context, well, you know.
Oh god, this.
Oh, this is cringe.
Ah. What the fuck was that?
Joss.
What?
Joss, you should feel ashamed of yourself. Jeff,
And
you should feel ashamed of yourself.
And
this is a recreation of a completely different scene with a bunch of stupid jokes.
Oh, and also Lois is still working at the Daily Planet when she was in mourning.
Yeah.
In
almost.
And now we have the creepy coworker.
Oh crap, I accidentally pushed 30 seconds back. Tell me when you're at 30:54.
What the hell is any of this? The hell does any of that have to do with anything? The fuck did that have to do with the movie? They cut out Superman meeting Alfred, but they left that in the film.
They really wanted to inject
John, you're going to hate me, but I lost.
Humor.
Hang on. You guys are going to hate me, but I lost my place in the movie. Where are you at?
29, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54.
29, 50.
29, 56, 7, 8, 9, 30.
1, 2. I'm at 30, 10.
Yeah, that's close enough.
Can we just have
Joss, go.
Alex, can we just
Minecraft yourself, Joss.
Alex, can we just have Martha turn into a Martian Manhunter already to make things more interesting?
Please? Seriously, Joss, go find the Nether and jump into it and get yourself eaten by the Ender Dragon. Oh, this is...
Martha then transforms into Harry Lennox, and then she just vomits up. I'm just like, oh god, I just experienced some bullshit.
Oh, this is concentrated cringe. Why does he have a 4x3 monitor in his room?
I don't know.
Why is there a 4x3? This was 2017.
Cubes in his hand.
They are really blitzing through Cyborg's character arc in this.
Oh, hey, it's the football scene we never actually get to see in the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, he knows about Bruce. Okay.
Batman.
He knows about Batman. Okay.
Batman.
Okay, sure.
How did you get that shot of Batman?
How? I mean,
he accidentally hacked into the Batcave.
And
man,
how do you accidentally hack into the Batcave? Why is Batman using a 20-year-old laptop?
Because he's Batman.
He's the goddamn.
Also, yeah, this aircraft had a software issue which prevented it from flying.
Okay, that got a laugh out of me.
Yeah.
A reference to Wonder Woman, the good movie.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is a... Here's an exposition scene.
Named after a rock band.
You don't know what we can find. Why don't you join with me, little girl, on a magic carpet ride? You don't know what we
Why did
can
they
see.
change?
Why did they move outside of the... Fantasy.
Why did they move outside?
I have a theory that they were intending to reshoot enough of this film to give directorial credit to Joss Whedon, got cold feet at the last second, and decided not to. Because a lot of the stuff they reshot didn't need to be reshot. They didn't even have to recut it. Most of this stuff is just already in the film, you know? But yeah, they redid all the CGI on Steppenwolf and his shit, and that had to be redone to the last second, because guess what Joss does?
Yeah.
He didn't actually have enough time to work on this film.
Where's Ares?
Where's the Green Lantern Corps?
Yeah, where's that Green Lantern that was stationed here?
Oh, there he is.
I see him.
Oh, now
there's Artemis.
Yeah.
Green Lantern just got killed. He didn't even get to have his little showdown.
He didn't even
There's
try
Zeus.
to take the fucking ring from him.
There's Ares.
Oh, come on.
We don't even get to see the two. We don't get to see the two, like, mortal enemies. He's putting their differences aside long enough to fight a mutual enemy. That was cool. That was really cool. And they're like, oh, we're getting beat. No, they fucking weren't. You got, like, Ares dropped his axe into your shoulder. They had more fight left in them. There's not... the hell...
Alex, I don't even know how we're gonna end up writing this out because of who we're adding to the roster of peeps fending off Apocalypse.
Yeah. Now, Joss didn't have enough time to tell the visual effects studios what he wanted in advance, which is probably a clue that they should have used Zach's version of the CGI. Zach, unlike most of Hollywood,
talks to his visual effects artists.
He goes to them, tells them what he wants in advance, finishes each little sequence, and ships it off to the visual effects studios so that they have enough time to get to work on it while he's still doing principal photography. That is something incredibly unique to him. That is why Zack Snyder's Justice League was as finished as it was. And
Diana's the one who suggested herself finding Victor while Bruce goes to seek out Barry.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Victor ends up being a stalker.
Yeah, this is, this doesn't make any sense, guys.
It really doesn't.
It added nothing to the film. That sequence with him added nothing to the film.
No, it didn't. What? What?
Yeah, the stuff Barry was watching got changed in post-production.
They still had that line. I could still hear the chainsaw cutting this scene to pieces.
Yeah.
And both Jeff Johns and Joss Whedon are holding the chainsaw.
No, they've got two miniature chainsaws, and they're taking turns.
Why was he watching Rick and Morty?
Well, it's a Warner Brothers property.
I know, but still, it's cringe.
I don't think it was cringe back in 2017. Rick and Morty was still good back then.
This added dialogue of Barry is stupid.
And now we have B-roll of Bruce cringing at this.
I really would want to see how you'd handle Barry, Alex.
I'd probably go...
You said you wanted to do a version of Barry that would completely fly in the face of the Arrowverse version.
Yeah, mostly just because I don't like how he's like the product of a larger support team, you know? Because like I like how this version of Barry had his you know, he did all this stuff on his own, you know? He didn't have to rely on a support team of 3 people who included a
that's not the version that was used for Victor or in BVS, guys.
Yeah, no, we already saw this. This is not what happened. Why are we changing things that were already in a movie people saw? Again.
And we also ignored the whole conversation Diana had with Alfred.
Yes. That's a scene from... Those are scenes from the movie! Those are not... Those are... One of those is a scene from BVS, the other is a still from earlier in the film.
Victor wanted to meet Diana face to face and even gave her a location.
Diana...
And
if
the conversation did not happen.
If Batman didn't see Cyborg, I don't think Wonder Woman would have. Batman probably wouldn't have, you know, considering the desperation of the situation, and I would have thought that Bruce would have been like, "Hey, Victor, how you doing, buddy? Mind coming to talk to us about like saving the world? Because there's a world needs saving."
Imagine for my version of this storyline.
What?
Diana finding out about the newest Blue Beetle, Jaime, and her going to El Paso to recruit him. And since the passing of Ted Cord. Also, Cyborg, where's the mother box?
Yeah, you're supposed to be keeping it safe, buddy. That's part of your purpose in this fucking story. You're not paying for them! You have a cyborg body! You're cooler than 99% of the world!
And
I'd take a cyborg body and my body works, actually functions. I'm not just a...
Alex?
What?
Would you trade your penis for a cyborg body?
If I could have a robot penis...
You don't get
penis. There's no penis.
No, you don't get a robot dick.
Okay. Hey, if I can like
nor do you get a robot anus so that you could defecate.
That means no food.
If I never have to eat again, that'd be perfectly fine by me.
There's a scene in Justice League vs. Titans where Batman actually asks Cyborg a question. If you don't have a stomach, where does all that food go? And Cyborg's like, you don't want to know? And in those movies, he was voiced by Shamar Moore.
Hey, notice how we're more invested in talking about robot penises than actually watching the film.
God, Aquaman, no. I liked how he's just, there or on the bow of the ship as opposed to him just showing up randomly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It removes the mystique of the character.
Oh my
that's
God.
stupid. That's bullshit.
Where did you get that? How did that stay on your hand? You swam in the water, and it's not there.
That's so stupid.
Oh yeah,
my God.
nice choice of licensed music, by the way. You couldn't have gone with the theme song from the Aquaman TV show you didn't make. It's completely changing the tone of the fucking scene.
Yes, and yes.
Why don't you just license AC/DC and stop pretending at this point?
Oh, and we don't get any mention of Orm or Volko.
We don't get the scene of Volko giving Arthur his fucking suit.
Or his trident.
Yeah, he just has them.
Or the fact that Mira was trying to get reinforcements to guard the mother box, but Orm was like, nah, fam, I don't care about that shit. Oh, that looks stupid.
Where did you come from?
Stupid jump scare.
Yeah,
that was stupid.
Where was the boom tube? There's supposed to be a boom tube when he shows up.
Yeah, there was in Zach's version.
Also, this is hastily chopped up.
Yeah, this is awful. I hate
Steppenwolf needed to interrogate multiple Atlanteans to find out where this thing was.
Also, they removed
killer. Come on, Steppenwolf, you got this, bro.
Nope, we just hastily cut to Aqua Simps showing up.
Oh yeah, and you can tell by watching the 4K that this is before Warner Brothers really figured out what the hell they were doing with home video releases, which is kind of shameful considering Warner Brothers has been releasing stuff on DVD and Blu-ray for literally decades by this point.
What's in the fight scene?
Because it's just
now the boom tube is there!
Yeah, it's just a visual fucking mess. Like, all the little particles in the sea, he create a sea of also, like, tiny macro blocks.
Also, Zack Snyder ended up having this thing where the Atlanteans
Also, they removed Amber Heard's accent for some reason.
Yeah, all of this is dubbed. All of Amber Heard's dialogue is dubbed in this movie.
Yeah.
And, well,
she still sucks either way.
The dubbing of, the changing of the voice was part of the reshoots for the, Aquaman movie as well, because James Wan originally shot the film with the accent, and they redubbed over all of the, principal photography footage with the new accent, and all of the new footage.
Sadly, this is kind of why, if I were to imagine in Mira, I don't imagine her with the accent, and just to have more consistency.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
No, I got it. I mean, the accent is a weird choice, but it does make it, it does make her kind of unique.
Yeah, it would make her more unique. And
of
course, we don't see.
Oh, wow, look at those. Oi, mate, why are you lettuce bud CG?
And why is this town inhabited with people?
Yeah, this is an abandoned nuclear facility. Why are there people here? You don't have active human settlements in fucking Chernobyl. Yeah, Zach actually said, "What Russian family?" when somebody asked him about this scene. And that was the point at which...
Zach was asked a lot of things about this movie, and he's just like, what?
Yep.
I would have stormed in WB and been like, guys, what did you do to this? I never commissioned any of this.
And now in hindsight, the fact that Zach stole the footage for for the original cut of Justice League so that he could keep working on it is becoming quite prophetic, and turns out to have been the exact right course of action, considering the footage is likely to be completely destroyed after the upcoming screening. Oi, mate, why your mother box is bad CG?
And also...
That was a flat polygon in the wide shot.
And also, the whole point of why Apocalypse is hell-bent on getting this world is because it's the most convenient way to get the anti-life equation.
Yes. Yes, the anti-life equation is here. This is the fucking... The anti-life equation is what Darkseid has been looking for literally millennia.
No, but you had to cut everything. We had to remove Darkseid, even though people love Darkseid. No,
Even though...
it would be stupid to use him, totally.
Yeah, Darkseid... people... Imagine the amount of discussion that would have popped up around this film when they say...
This person.
Yeah, they... When he says, for Darkseid. And it is like Darkseid.
Where's the scene where Victor took the mother box and hid it in his own grave?
That's a good question.
Oh, hi, Parademon.
Why isn't the Parademon taking it?
And we're already in GCPD. Oh, hi. Hi, Omni-Man.
I was gonna say, hey, it's Commissioner Jameson.
No, it's Commissioner Grayson.
Jameson.
God damn it! I want pictures of Batman on my desk by this time tomorrow.
Sir, this isn't in a newspaper. This isn't a news station. This is GCPD. Oh, and here we get this gratuitous shot of Diana's ass.
Yep. We also have...
Yep.
And that might not be a reshoot, but it certainly isn't the scene that Zack wanted.
Nope. Granted, he did show quite a bit of beautiful abdominal.
Yeah.
And muscular thighs.
He's 19. He's a stupid fucking kid. Let it go.
Is Barry that young in this universe?
I don't know. So, oh yeah, this is another pointless reshoot.
Why are there pictures of some? Why are there portraits of a naked dude in Vic's room?
Where is the fucking mother box?
Yeah. Oh, look, it's the Danny Elfman Batman theme.
Which makes no sense.
Michael Keaton isn't even in this movie.
Thank fucking God.
No, he's just in Flashpoint. We'll get to that in the next episode.
I ain't paying money to see that.
I'm gonna see it just to see how much of a train wreck it is.
Caught the sense of the mother box.
Where the fuck did you come from?
People criticize the CGI used for Cyborg in this, comparing him to be like a Bayformer.
Hang on, I can't remember, but was he in the original scene in this or no?
Who?
Oh, Cyborg?
Cyborg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't remember. Oh, the only good joke from Zack in this film that was kept.
Oh, and of course we don't get mention of the Nightcrawler until this very moment. Where's the rock music that's supposed to be playing here?
You mean the fucking Justice League theme that doesn't exist in this film? By the way, the Justice League don't have a fucking theme song in this.
But the 2001 series had an amazing theme they could have used, but no!
Yeah. That, in fact, Junkie XL did kind of use. Oh yeah,
what about Cyborg's comment on how how Batman, how he's like Batman.
I didn't think you were real at first. First, I'm real when it's useful. That line was in a fucking trailer too.
Also, Steppenwolf doesn't really kill anybody. You hear? Oh, good God. And here's another thing Zack Snyder was asked about. You want to know what his reaction was to this?
You're afraid of guns. You beat up criminals for a living, Barry. What the fuck was that thing with Captain Boomerang in the last movie? Or the last appearance you had? Oh God, I can see the green screen reflection. I can see the fucking green screen reflection on his goddamn... Ugh. Guys, get in there. Get in there, guys. Fight. Oh, wow, that's convenient.
Very much so.
Get out of there, guys.
Which, with each rebirth, it takes a new form. Wow, so much for all that dramatic tension and build up to their confrontation.
Yeah. That's part of the reason why this film flopped at the end. Wonder Woman just leaves the lasso behind. And the lasso's back! Barry, stop sucking. Stop sucking, Barry. This isn't funny, Joss.
It really isn't.
I want to die.
What blood? You didn't kill any of them!
Yeah, I was gonna say, you didn't do shit!
You are
if this were Zack's version, and then guess what? You would have actual merit because you decapitated one of them. Meanwhile, Nightcrawler from the X-Men is like, oh, no one needs me. I am sad now.
That was a German accent. That was a Russian accent. He's German.
Sorry. Sorry, I get things mixed up every so often. Alex, I do apologize. I get things mixed up every so often.
That's all right.
What was Cyborg shooting at?
That's a good question. Where did the grapple... He didn't lose the grapple at any point in time. Oh, like, am I taking crazy pills, or did he not lose the grapple earlier?
He didn't lose the grapple earlier. He didn't even have it on him until that one shot.
Yeah, this is what I talk about when I say lack of continuity of space. Also, lack of continuity in general.
Why does Steppenwolf? Why are you telling them to finish her when you said, "And she's mine"? Ah, that was a terrible one-liner.
In the original, he said, "My turn." And that was fucking badass. Because he's the goddamn Batman, and he's goddamn badass. Yeah, Bruce, you fuck Killer Croc. This guy might be tall, but... Barry, stop sucking, Barry. Can we stop sucking for half a second, Barry? Oh, yeah, Danny Elfman shamelessly ripping off the, Blake Neely Flash theme for this movie.
Because of course he does.
Although, to be perfectly fair, Blake Neely ripped off the Danny Elfman Spider-Man theme for that, so... Yeah, turnabout is fair play. Yeah.
Yep. Wait, did he just dropped an F-bomb there?
The subtitles said it. You couldn't fucking hear it.
We got one at least.
Oh yeah, Gal Gadot refused to shoot this scene. Her body double was used for that wide shot. Why is her armor green in that shot? Is it because they didn't want to like color correct out the green screen?
Also, where was Batman?
What was that power-up sound coming from? Wonder Woman's bracelets don't make a power-up sound. She clacks them together and energy comes out.
Yeah. Plus, she didn't even take any hits. The bracelets didn't even take any hits.
Yeah, that's, like, in order for them...
where are Batman's gauntlets that Alfred was working on?
Where
were those?
Well, considering the scene where he uses them to tank Superman's heat vision is completely cut from this version of the movie, he absolutely goddamn nowhere. Also, Cyborg's helmet is gone, and the helmet was one of the coolest aspects. Oh, God.
He was firing Gatling guns at Steppenwolf for like... You're using a goddamn axe!
Yeah. And in Zack's version, all he does is sneer at the rocket and let it go.
Because he got a message from the mother boxes.
He's just... all he had to do to convey the contempt he had for humanity was that sneer.
Also, where's the scene where Steppenwolf finds the anti-life equation?
Absolutely goddamn nowhere, because our characters apparently don't need motivation to do the actions they have.
Joss was able to do this in the first Avengers movie. Hell, even in the second Avengers movie, he gave his villains motivation.
Yeah, no.
Ultron.
I've given Age of Ultron a lot of shit, but Ultron actually did things.
Ultron's goal. Ultron was told his objective was peace in our time, but he found that to be impossible because human nature, or according to him, is the problem with that.
Yep.
That goal.
He had reasons. Where the hell did you put the fucking mother box?
Oh, shut up, Barry. Oh, now we just cut outside.
How did you guys get up there?
Oh, Momoa.
Yeah, in this version, he just gets the armor from Mira, rather than, you know, him kind of being uninterested in the overall conflict. Did that box just change hands?
Yeah. Why are these parademons harassing this family?
We had time for this in the film, but not Superman meeting Alfred.
Little girl, what the hell is that bug spray going to do? And suddenly we're in an elevator. Shut up, Barry. Shut up, Barry.
Bad CG backgrounds. I appreciate that. That was kind of funny.
Part of me actually imagine Wally. Part of me actually imagine Wally doing that. Since he wasn't in the Batcave, and Dick be like, we got a world to save. He's like, oh, sorry, I'm kind of geeking out over here.
Yeah, you can clearly tell that the actors are not on the set at the same time. You can see that Aquaman clipped through Wonder Woman in the previous shot.
And of course, we're never going to get the scene that shows the payoff from seeing that post-credits bit in Wonder Woman.
Yeah. Arthur's just stealing a fucking screwdriver from the Batcave like Bruce wouldn't notice. We had time for all that bullshit earlier in the movie, but we didn't have time for the original cut of this scene, did we?
No.
Yeah, there's a reason why most of the actors appear on completely different planes.
And suddenly we're having an argument about the ethical quandaries of bringing someone they need back to life.
Now, I do appreciate Diana saying that this may be a bad idea, but, you know, I'm not going to reference exactly how our version of this scene goes, but I am going to say that sometimes a bad idea is better than no idea at all.
Yes.
I agree.
That's why Diana didn't really argue with him in the original version. They're just like, yeah, okay, we may not be a bad idea, but this is one we need. We're literally having this argument.
Oh my god! Oh my god, this is editing 101, guys! Editing 101. Don't slow down the fucking frames. Don't put a jump cut in the middle of a movie. This is bullshit. Bruce and Diana acted out of character in this goddamn scene. I hated this so goddamn much. And you can see the green screen glow on Gal Gadot's face. Because they weren't shooting in the same fucking location.
Damn. What a rant.
I'm a fucking editor myself. I can see this shit. Like, I see where they slow down the footage to try and make things match. I see how... I see how there's, like, edges that clip and things. Green screen glow along Batman's neck. Ben's just not on the fucking set at this point.
I was never on the set to begin with, Dunn. What are you talking about?
Half the fucking people in this shot weren't on the set. I don't know who was. Did they film this in a fucking green screen room? And come up with a set later?
Shut up, Barry.
Kill me now, God. Kill me now.
We're breaking the 180 line, guys. We broke the 180 line again, guys. She wasn't looking at him, guys.
I want to go home.
You are home, Ben.
No, I'm in hell. This is hell.
Why did Batman have the smartphone strapped to his wrist like he's me when I was in college? I have to ask that question. Why aren't we in the Bat Lab? In the Bat Cave? Why are we in Norman Osborn's mask room? No, he couldn't. You're the goddamn Batman. You already brought the team together. Yes, I understand that he was more human than you are, but we already learned that in the previous film. When we saw how you'd alienated a whole bunch of people, and he had people supporting him. This is the best line in this version of the film. The world needs Superman and the team needs Clark. That's... You could have placed that in other things. And, like, I appreciate the, you know, what if he's at peace, he'll get over it line. I do appreciate some of Joss's dialogue in this. It's not bad dialogue, it's just poorly put. Why are you shoveling it in a place where it's falling down into the fucking grave? I have dug holes! This is not how you dig a hole!
It really isn't. I've dug holes before, too.
You've seen Steppenwolf up close, too, Barry.
Yeah.
Why did this have to be reshot? Why did this have to be reshot? We shot this film you had this in the original version of the film. We had this in the original version of the film. Oh, so we could add more exposition? Explosion! No, it was a car accident. You said it was a car accident in this fucking film!
Alex, I feel this film driving a knife into my chest.
Yeah, I feel like this film is
very slowly driving the knife in. Even with
these shots exist for no reason. These guys were in the goddamn truck in Zack's version. Why was Batman not in the truck with the other members of the League? Why was Wonder Woman also not in the truck? Was it for this manufactured conflict that nobody gives a shit about?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now she's in the truck! Aquaman's in the truck too. The truck was approaching, and Batman just drops out of nowhere. They were all in the fucking truck last time. Unless I'm mistaken. I believe they were all in the truck, right, Kevin?
Yes, they were all in the truck in the original version.
Yeah, and here is the only reprisal of the Junkie XL and Hans Zimmer Superman theme. In fact, I think it might literally just be a clip from the Man of Steel score.
What about the scene where Victor had to hack into our lab security to make it seem like a virus was breaking out
so that they could get through there and have it actually be, abandoned when they got there? What about the scene where Victor Stone saw Silas Stone, where Silas Stone saw the Justice League walking through here, and he was immediately turned on a dime and said, "Okay, yeah, this is definitely a containment breach. You know, we're gonna evacuate," because he understood what was at stake. Where did all the character go, Joss?
It made Victor out to be a damn joke. What about the fact that Barry has this thing where he doesn't want to use his speed to go back in time because of weird things that happen?
Yeah,
because Flashpoint that was actually explained in Flashpoint, which is if he manipulates time with his super speed, that's going to cause a paradox that spreads all throughout.
Yeah.
Much like that of a sonic boom, only with much more catastrophic results.
Yep. We didn't get any explanation of how Barry's powers work.
Because even though he may have changed history for himself, that ends up also changing history for everybody else. And that's why the world was plunged into World War III in the Flashpoints in comic, and by extension, the Flashpoint movie.
Yeah, so we don't get any of the thing of him like running back time a little bit, which makes the coolest part of the film not happen.
Oh, and also that vision in Cyborg got of the potential risk of bringing back Superman.
Yeah, that's gone.
And which is Darkseid practically taking over the Earth.
Yeah, let's just remove...
And the Mother Box is just sitting there.
Yeah, the Mother Box is just outside. Jimmy Olsen is gone from this scene.
Wait, was Jimmy Olsen
Jimmy
actually
Olsen's
in
original actor from the 78 Superman film was in this. He is gone. He is one of the only cameos that I will...
the hairs on Henry Cavill's chest.
Oh yeah, this scene has been manipulated to take place in the early afternoon as opposed to early morning, which means that the lighting doesn't match up at all, and all of the buildings have all these lights on, despite the fact that it is...
Why does the Flash look green screened here?
Because he definitely was. Bad? Wonder Woman's attitude towards Superman has completely changed. It's not like you guys didn't have a bunch of shots of the League here you could have used.
Barry.
God, this film hurts.
Nobody responded until Cyborg's self-auto defense system.
Yeah. All of this...
Oh, and then we get one of the flattest deliveries in this scene. Wow, Gal.
Even when they
What take did they use for that?
I think they probably used the first take. Because, you know, first take...
The fucking Pet Cemetery joke. I hate it.
The first take kind of sucks most of the time. You gotta go for at least one more take to make sure that you've got, like, a solid idea of what you gotta do. Because sometimes you got, like, mucus in your throat, you need to take a drink of water. Yeah. Need to take a drink of water or something like that. Framing is all fucked up in this scene specifically.
I had just, like I said, I just watched the Snyder cut today, and there was actual tension in this scene.
Yeah. That's not gonna work.
Cyborg's other arms are gone. Despite the fact that it kind of shows...
Oh, and also, most of the Justice League just kind of gives up fighting in Clark.
Why is there this limbo happy music here? I don't get it.
Oh god, Clark has seen Barry's browsing history.
Yeah. I know what you did to Hawaii!
Barry's like, uh-oh. Oh, whoa, 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 oh, owie. Now, to be fair, unfortunately,
this has been quite a bit of shit too.
Yeah, this fight was cut to
minor key version of the John Williams Superman theme. Because
why is that in this movie?
Because Danny Elfman is a creative composer, and Warner Brothers loves original ideas in their movies.
Except, no, they don't.
The tracking on that shot was terrible.
Where's Cyborg, Flash, and Aquaman trying to stop him?
Good question.
Ow.
Ooh, headbutt.
And here in this reshoot, we get Diana groaning like,
what the
Superman now has the ability to teleport.
Okay, here comes one line I actually do like.
Yeah, I actually did kind of like this line.
Clark, the way you raise Batman up by his face, it looks like you're about to kiss him.
CGI lips, CGI teeth.
That line.
But does it need
It's awful. The CGI is awful, but the line I like. The line I actually do like. Like, Dunn agrees with me on that one, right?
Oh, yeah.
Except the "do you bleed" part, that's awful.
Yeah, no, I kind of like the callback there. Now, I also do kind of like the idea that...
this happened to have been there when this all went down.
Yeah. I do like the idea...
was not part of the plan.
I do like the idea that Batman planned that ahead, but I also do kind of like the idea that this is just part of Lois's daily routine. You know? She's been coming here. She goes by the memorial. She gets coffee for her and old Jimmy Olsen. You know? Oh, she sits there and thinks about Superman. And then she goes home and tries to maintain her will to live, you know? Oh, I like
that. While also carrying Jonathan Samuel Kent.
Yeah.
The son doesn't exist in this version. Oh, here comes one of the worst lines in the movie.
That's not how that works. That's not how that works. It's not how any of this works.
Nope. And as Superman leaves, the Justice League just stand there and watch as Steppenwolf comes in, takes the mother box, is like, bye. Whoop.
Yeah, Justice League left the mother box out in the middle of nowhere. Silas Stone didn't bother trying to get it.
And superheat it so they could track it.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, the superheating thing was something established earlier on with the laser. People criticized that, and I'm like, they established that. Those are my abs, Lois. They
Stop
exist
touching
on
me.
your
You're
stomach.
sexually harassing me, Lois.
That line was dubbed, by the way. This is a shot from Zach's version that they dubbed ADR over her saying, and you spoke.
Was that necessary, Arthur?
No, it wasn't. Yes, we know this! Thank you for bringing us up to speed, Aqua Obvious.
I am somewhat thankful for the fact that Momoa did confirm that Aquaman takes place after Zack Snyder's version. And then...
Yeah.
Artificial
conflict!
Guys, can we keep this dick measuring contest out of the movie? Because I'm fairly certain we know who's going to win this.
Just eat something, Barry. We have a fridge full of good food.
Because let's just say Cyborg and Diana are not going to be active participants in this measuring thing.
Eat a fucking Snickers, Barry.
You're not you when you're hungry.
Oh, that pun was terrible.
At this point, a Cyborg had lost his dad and was willing to make the decision to sacrifice himself to get into the Unity, separate the mother boxes, and save the goddamn world.
Do you know what Aquaman's response to who you can summon whales is? Yeah, how many do you need? That's his response in the comics.
Aquaman could summon Cthulhu if he wanted to.
Yeah, like he shows up with I love this part. There was a part in one of the Justice League comics where oh yeah, the sash comes out of nowhere. I do kind of like this scene because it shows that despite the fact that Bruce is at the top of his game, he is still human.
Yeah.
But
it's an okay scene.
And it is a neat little Wonder Bat moment.
Yeah. Yeah, it does show that Joss Whedon does still have some good ideas underneath all of this really, really, really stupid bullshit he injected. That's not the same suit he had on earlier in the film.
No.
What the fuck?
It was very out of character for me. It was out of character for me too.
Yeah.
Let's forget that ever happened and focus on the 10.
This is the suit from later in the movie. This is the one he was wearing in the conflict with Superman.
Guys, there's only 35 minutes left to this movie, and they're not going to resolve anything, any sort of character development in that time frame.
No.
Maybe if there were more solo films almost beforehand, but no.
Yeah. If this is the kind of film that only works if you'd also had like a Batman film, an Aquaman film, maybe another Wonder Woman film, and definitely a fucking Flash film. Remember when the Flash movie was supposed to come out in, like, 2014?
Yes.
Remember how that didn't happen?
Yes.
8 goddamn years it's taken. No comment about The Ring. Even though that was great. The wide shot, he wasn't speaking, and then they cut to a close shot of him speaking. Look closely at his mouth. You can see that they've
there was a scene where they went into the house and Clark got the shirt.
Like Superman doesn't talk like this.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't even talk like this in the Richard Donner movies, so they don't have that excuse.
He doesn't talk like this in the DCAU either. So I don't know where they're getting all this as material from.
Idiot who... You got killed! You got killed saving her and the rest of the planet, Clark! What the fuck? I'm the idiot who left. No, you died. You died doing a good deed.
God, this cut of the movie is horrible. Oh,
Can we... You know, the worst part is there's a guy who does deep fakes, and he took some images of Cavill from the Mission Impossible film and the behind the scenes. And
the mustache.
Deep faked out the mustache.
Yep.
And he did it better than this movie could have.
Yeah.
Zack Snyder would have at least tried to do something about the mustache, but no.
And he also deep faked the mustache back into various scenes of Cavill without it.
Just for comedy.
Yeah, just to show, just for shits and giggles. Yeah, to show that Paramount was completely fucking lying. It would have cost less. It would have cost less overall. Excuse me. If Warner Brothers had paid to CGI the mustache into Mission Impossible than to CGI it out of this. Of course, it would have cost less to just not shoot these scenes at all, if that was really what they were worried about. Spent like $100 million in fucking reshoots and redesigning all the CGI and crunch time on the fucking artists.
Back in what's supposed to be an abandoned town.
Yeah. How many towns in Russia, active towns in Russia, have an abandoned nuclear plant in the middle of the fucking city?
None.
Scratch that. How many towns in the entire world have an abandoned nuclear plant in the middle of the city? Yeah, I have a feeling that I could probably count those on 0 fingers.
How about this town of Godzilla 2014?
Yep, here comes the dome with the red smoke. And the purple vines. Hi, purple vines.
This is stupid.
There's no reason for you to be there.
So, Alex, how do you feel about the way I'm able to about my ability to handle scenarios with many characters?
Nuclear plants don't. Okay, so 19. Let's see, 2017, 30 years prior would have been 1987. You know, if there was a if there was a meltdown in 1987, Chernobyl's still radioactive, you know?
Yeah.
It's been like 40 years since Chernobyl. 40, 50 something years since Chernobyl, maybe? I don't know. Yeah. It's been a while. Still a lot of radiation out there.
Batman line. They removed the best Batman line from the film.
Yeah, they also just made the Flying Fox work for no reason.
Oh, that pisses me off so bad. Faith, yeah. Alfred, faith, and it's gone. There's no faith in this movie. I have no faith.
Just gotta have faith. Oh yeah, Joss Whedon is about to reuse a joke that he wrote for his 2006 Wonder Woman film that was never made.
This film's breaking me. I don't want to watch this anymore. I want my mama.
Well, unfortunately, we're all stuck in the movie theater until the film is over.
Yeah. I want out. Let me leave. Let me leave. You just lock us in the movie theater while everyone is screaming, kicking, and clawing at the door.
Yeah, this scene is fucking awful. The compositing is one of the worst things in the history of filmmaking.
What about the lock and load montage where everybody's got their gear prepped up?
Yeah, that shot didn't need to exist. Yeah. The character oversharing because they've accidentally sat on the lasso of truth. Boy, that was from Joss Whedon's rejected Wonder Woman script.
This is a joke that was used in the Nostalgia Critics review of the movie. Not this movie, the Wonder Woman 2017 film.
Oh, God, Joss. I know he watched that, too.
How do you know Joss watched that review?
Because he and Ryan Johnson are extremely online.
Okay. I will admit the Piranha line was funny.
Yes.
I will say the Piranha line is funny.
I also like the I missed everything after we're all gonna die. Alright, but that would be better used in a different context. Oh yeah, we're about to see what happens when you try to regrade blue lighting to red. Can anybody in the audience name off what Hi Goggles, you will not be making a future appearance in this film. Can anybody in the audience name off another film where they did extensive fuckaboutery in post-production and changed blue lighting to red? Shitty sequel to one of the greatest films ever made. Also featured a dome. Kevin, you've seen this film.
I have?
Yes, you have. You haven't seen the theatrical cut where they changed all of the,
Ah, God damn it, Highlander 2!
They Highlander 2'd it, baby!
Baby! Here we go!
Why?
The fact that they made the same fucking mistakes in this film that they made in Highlander 2 20 fucking years ago. 26 fucking years ago.
And the Batmobile just jumps right out of the ship.
And the Flying Fox crashes for no reason.
I hate it.
And Steppenwolf sends the parademons to go after Batman, and they don't follow him just because of a noise.
Yeah, they're not fucking animals, they're soldiers.
They're literally soldiers bred to kill. Like, why?
just reducing the threat of the enemy to the effects of basically nothing. Batman set out.
They are literally
to do this on purpose. Like, he had reason. Another fucking composite shot. Another fucking composite shot. Fake depth of field. I hate fake depth of field. I hate fake depth of field. No, you're gonna watch Josstice League, Alex. What do you mean this was my idea?
It is your idea.
the Russian family.
Oh my god.
The Russian family, man.
This is my idea, and I'm raging at this film more than you are.
Who, me?
Yeah. Because, like, the film editor in me is now looking at this through an even more critical lens than he did in the past, and, like, oh no. God, so I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going. Keep it away from the kids.
Wasn't Batman being chased by a bunch of parademons? Why did he shoot that down? There's nothing in there.
Where are the parademons? Where are the parademons? Oh, there are the parademons. They're too small to fucking see.
I hate this stupid...
Where are the shots of Aquaman?
Don't question it.
Bruce, why are you still shooting the gun when the guns aren't pointed at the goddamn parademons?
Oh my god.
Where's the...
that was totally needed.
Yeah, definitely.
Where was...
Yeah, that line made perfect sense. Dialogue I can barely goddamn hear.
Boo!
God.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Those goggles are going to disappear later in the movie, by the way.
Of course they are.
They're just going to vanish without any explanation.
And they CGI'd over them. I wonder how much that cost. They spent $100 million.
Too much fucking money.
They spent $100 million. By the way, they said it was $70 million. Later on, we found out it was $100 million.
Jesus Christ.
And they had to spend another $70 million.
They making Cyborg or have all these stupid one-liners that make no sense in the context of the film.
Now we don't get to see him riding the parademon down as well as he did before. Because the CGI looks like shit because they redid it at the last second.
Yeah.
Ow! What the hell was that?
A bunch of parademons knocked out. Where are all the cannons? There's a cannon. Why isn't it being used?
It was being used in the Snyder Cut. Where's the rest of the Justice League?
Cyborg and Aquaman?
Yeah, because Diana's totally stupid enough to go up against this guy by herself when she had trouble with him before.
Movie.
Oh, yeah, Aquaman out of nowhere with that RKO.
Now I'm imagining him being played by Randy Orton.
Randy Orton actually is a very good actor.
I'm sure he is.
He was...
Barry, you're supposed to be building up a charge.
He was also... Unfortunately, he's mostly been in not that great WWE direct-to-video films. But, he was, credit where it's due, he was fucking great in them. Hell, The Miz. The fucking Miz is pretty good, too.
Oh, that's stupid. Yep, the goggles are gone.
Stupid.
Yep.
The goggles, they're just gone. Gone.
Like the Marine sequels. The Marine sequels have no, like the Marine 3 through 6, those have no right to be as good as they are. For like, they have better fight scenes than a lot of Hollywood films, and they're direct-to-video. Like, direct-to-video movies starring wrestlers. And they have good acting and good action. I love how we're talking about anything but the fucking movie now.
I know. We just want to distract ourselves.
I feel like we had more passion raging at Apocalypse War than this movie.
Oh, there's to be plenty more rage.
I want to die.
The mounts for the goggles are still there, but the goggles themselves are gone for no reason. Or maybe you could tell him what to do.
Stupid.
Yeah, but we're about to take a break from the plot line.
Oh yeah, because Barry wouldn't know which way is east.
Yeah, Barry Allen, super genius, doesn't know what way east is. I can tell you what east is.
It's literally to your right.
Like Barry wouldn't have a fucking compass on that suit anyways.
Like the symbol on his chest is just a big compass, so he always knows where he's going.
Honestly, I could fucking believe that. Barry Allen is that kind of geek. Oi, mate, why is your main villain bot CG? Oh, remember how...
Oh, Superman doesn't get to save him.
Yeah, you remember how in Zach's version of the film, rather than letting him actually... do you want a piece of me? No, I want two!
How many times is Cyborg are gonna get ripped apart are in these movies? Because I know Doomsday and Darkseid have ripped apart his limbs.
Oh god, here comes this line.
Yeah, I'm also a big fan of Jester. Oh, that line sucks.
The John Williams theme makes another appearance, and I would like to say, without any shame whatsoever, that I wrote a much better version of this line in my story, Two Men in the Sky, where Clark Kent tells Homelander that there's nothing funny about truth, justice, and the American way. Just
also,
that
shot looked way better when he was trying to get at him with an open palm and 7 fingers.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes this awful line.
Oh my god. They're making them into Cap and Iron Man.
And now we take a break from our regularly scheduled plot to bring you more dumb bullshit. Because apparently there weren't enough scenes of them saving civilians in the last film, despite the fact that they kinda couldn't do that because the fucking planet was under siege. Also, there are plenty of scenes in Man of Steel of them saving civilians, and civilians being...
Wow, the engine just gives out.
That's Soviet engineering for you. Okay, Barry, you are fucking retarded. Hi, I'm Barry Allen. I'm the stupidest man alive. Yep, Superman is about to break the laws of physics.
To be honest, he does that every other week.
No, yeah, I know.
And that's supposed to be Barry Allen's big moment in this movie.
Superman.
Yep,
that just happens with no... That just happens with no build-up or setup whatsoever.
Laws of physics do not work that way.
If you had to have that scene in the film, well, maybe you could have had a shot of, like, Superman and not being sure if he could do it without everything breaking apart, and him, like, burrowing into the ground, and you're not sure if he's actually doing it, and then...
I just got a question. So what does...
oh, God, that line.
What does the Flash say to the kid? Because I genuinely don't know.
It's the name of a Russian ballerina, I believe. Or Russian composer.
Also, he doesn't burn off the horn like he does in the original.
Yeah.
Stupid. Does his line
Superman wouldn't have thought twice about it. He wouldn't have thought twice about sacrificing it. He didn't think twice about sacrificing his life the first time. He wouldn't have thought twice about sacrificing it again. Because his wife or his fiance and child are on this fucking planet. And if this planet dies, they die too. He wouldn't think twice about it because he'd rather they be alive and he be dead than all of them be fucking dead.
Guys, awful movie.
Kill me now! Kill me now, Joss! Why don't you just come to my house with a fucking gun and shoot me if you want me to die this much? Also, they oversaturated all the colors. Why the hell is the yellow on the S gone? Where did it go?
This movie is so bad it's caused Superman to become suicidal.
The yellow on the S was gone. Flash has the yellow on his suit.
So bad.
It's not like the yellow wasn't present on the suit in the last two films. Oi, mate.
You get one of the most underwhelming deaths.
Oi, mate, why is your blood bad CG? Why do you have new footage of Superman using his heat vision, using his cold breath, when there was footage of him using his cold breath in the previous cut of the film?
Hang on, that Wonder Woman shot's from the original. They swapped out the fucking background.
Yeah, they swapped out the decapitation. That was her decapitating him in the original cut.
So stupid.
And now they
use one of the worst steps in any comic book movie. This is awful.
Yeah, they use the fear and the parademons to draw me like one of your French girls.
Stupid! It doesn't even make sense.
Wait. I think one of the ones that's eating him is Gary.
Oh yeah.
Hi, Gary, the parademon.
Gary, what are you doing here?
Oi, mate, why is your boom too bad CG?
And Darkseid's just gonna be like,
Gary,
you are a colossus.
No!
You know how I paced that in my attempt at rewriting Apocalypse War?
And the helmet just drops through for literally no reason.
Basically, Darkseid literally sicks the parademons on Steppenwolf because he outlived his usefulness.
You failed. And now we don't. They just completely redid all the CGI here. We cut to the Justice League being on here.
Batman up.
We don't
Why
see.
is there just green stuff here?
Yeah, we don't see the nice background that was the recreation, the opening, and the original.
Since when was Poison fucking Ivy involved? Why is this a thing?
Why is all of this here? Oh God, reshoots on Superman's face. Kill me, fucking kill me. His lips are trying to kill me. I've never said this before. I will never say this again. Superman's lips are trying to fucking kill me.
Something's squeezing my neck. I can't breathe.
Excuse me.
I can't breathe.
Oh, God.
Ben should have been here for our Apocalypse War commentary, Alex.
Yeah.
That way he could have seen how angry I was when Connor Kent just had his neck effortlessly snapped by a Paradoom.
Gotta love pointless death.
Yeah.
Yes, pointless death just to make an R-rated movie.
Yeah, kill off one of the most beloved characters in the entire history of DC. Now we just get ADR that they clearly recorded in the studio, rather than, you know, the thing about Bruce telling Clark congratulations because his wife's about to have a kid. They're gonna have a son. He's gonna grow up to become Superboy. Hurt
and then they recasted Flashpoint. Too busy.
Yeah, they took way too fucking long to make the goddamn Flashpoint movie because Warner Brothers are made of absolute fucking brain trusts. They are definitely smart people. They are not idiots for putting off the film for 8 goddamn years.
Lois, this monologue is stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get the voiceover from Lois rather than the callback to Silas's conversation earlier in the film, which had nice parallels to.
Meanwhile, Zachary Levi, Shazam just tiptoes into the room. He's like, "Hey guys!"
Yeah, Silas is still around.
Still alive.
Cyborg's chest transforms into a pastiche of the one from the comics. Yeah, the voiceover.
There was Aquaman to his own movie.
Yeah, there were nice parallels to the end of this.
Flash running into limbo at the flashpoints.
Yeah, there were nice parallels between the end of The Amazing Spider-Man and this. What
This
the hell?
Wait, I'm so wait, what? Why is this? Why did they show Wonder Woman in the past after beating the robbers? I don't.
Those weren't the robbers. Well, they were different robbers. They weren't the terrorists. That wasn't the terrorists. That was.
And there's the Batwing.
Completely unrelated robbers, and yeah, the Batwing's been repaired. Clark Kent is alive for some reason. Granted, we didn't get any explanation for that in the original cut of the film, but you know,
that was a yeah.
At the very least, you know, there was context.
And that's the end of the movie.
Well, no, not really. There is a post-credit scene which also features reshoots. Yeah. Okay, I take it back. There is a hero theme in this film.
You know,
it's completely
Alex,
indistinct, and you can't tell it. It sounds like any other piece of music. 1 out of 10.
Yeah, 1 out of 10.
Yeah, 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10 without question. One of the worst
movies Alex, ever can we get out of this Bizarro universe and go back to our universe?
We can get out of this Bizarro universe once we get through the end credits sequence.
Please, I want to go home. I want to go home.
Because I gotta point out something.
So, Alex, at what point were we going to place the flashback to...
Not this one.
No.
So stupid.
All right. That's a poor excuse for running gag. Why the fuck did the film cut that way? Movie, why is the film cut this way? Okay, that's a neat little touch.
I do like how you like. I do. That's cute. Yeah, that's the only good part of the scene.
And we'll never see the results of this race.
Reused shot of Superman from earlier in the film. Oh, here we have the only remnant of the original soundtrack. We will never know what the original soundtrack sounded like, because they scrapped it. And when Junkie XL was brought back to do ZSJL, well, he asked if he could start over, because, you know, things... It had been like 4 or 5 years at that point.
Yeah, that's fair though.
I will take any version of this song. Yeah, I will take any version of this song over the Beatles version, though.
Yeah.
I like the Michael Jackson version. I like this version. The Beatles version is too slow. It doesn't have enough energy.
Alex.
Yeah.
I asked a question how do you feel about the way I handle scenarios where there are quite a number of characters present?
You do it better than Joss did here.
Well, that's not exactly hard to do.
Yeah. So, another thing to note about the backstory of this film. Jeff Johns screened Zack Snyder's Justice League for a select group of people, including various people from the comic industry, from the movie industry, DC and Marvel Comics, DC and Marvel TV and movies, and Joss Whedon. Joss Whedon came to him with the screenplay for this film that he had apparently written in like 2 days.
Of course.
Not that long afterwards. Joss Whedon did solicit his cut of this film to DC, but DC are the ones who in the end enabled him. he made a bunch of he made a bunch of racist comments about Ray Fisher and Gal Gadot. He bullied he bullied pretty much everybody. Ben Affleck had just gotten out of rehab, and he was calling him fat, and it was like Ben is at this point in his life where he's like at the lowest point in his fucking life, and you're picking on him, and
he tried to stage a walkout as a result.
Yeah.
Almost succeeded too, apparently, but it didn't succeed, unfortunately.
Yeah. I guess I'll bet you the thing is they probably did what Sony threatened to do to the original Ghostbusters. They probably threatened them all with lawsuits.
Yeah, that's probably it.
And thanks in part to Joss Whedon and Jeff Johns, we didn't get a Batfleck film.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck was replaced as the film's director by Matt Reeves. And Matt Reeves eventually replaced Ben Affleck with Robert Pattinson. And while I liked the Batman...
to be honest, to be fair, Matt Reeves wanted to make the Ben Affleck film,
okay, yes.
but Ben left the project.
Let's be fair here. Ben Affleck was fed up with it. I think he showed Matt Damon... I don't think anybody knows who the friend he showed the script to was, but he and Matt Damon are buddies going way back, so it had to be Matt Damon. I think he showed Matt Damon the script, told him about the situation, and he was like, it's a great script, it's a great movie if you can make it, but if you do this, you're probably gonna wind up dead. And Ben...
Yeah.
I think, I'm pretty sure he was right, because Ben Affleck was not in a great position at this point in time. And Warner Brothers was not doing him any goddamn favors because they kept fighting him. They went back, they told him to rewrite the film like 4 or 5 fucking times. Just let the man make his movie.
Wait, Alex.
They were just
one thing I noticed in our draftings, I would love to see how you do Steve Rogers versus Deathstroke.
Oh, we're gonna have to work on that one together, because that story is both of us.
I will say it's interesting because when you
fight choreography, for fight choreography,
I do want to point something out though. Apparently,
you're salivating at the concept, and now I feel like I'm brainstorming some things.
I do want to say Matt Reeves apparently didn't want Patterson.
And how do you figure Steve Rogers versus Deathstroke going to be like in Afghanistan was going to be like a team effort on that?
Yeah, and then you have like them later on when they actually start fighting. It's going to be sword versus shield there. So this is going to be an interesting piece of choreography. I'm gonna have to do some thinking on that.
And meanwhile, I gotta write out how Deathstroke's gonna fight Batman.
Yeah.
I do want to say I love how we ignored the talk of what happened to the DCEU after because it was such a disaster.
Yeah, we're constantly finding more interesting things to talk about than the movie. Yeah. By the way, Ben, you have read the latest chapter of Two Men in the Sky, right?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh,
maybe.
Well, there's a thing in there where Clark Kent is interviewing Homelander after his little speech at the Believe Expo, and Homelander makes some insinuation that Clark is anti-American, and Clark says, trust me, there's nothing funny about truth, justice, and the American way.
Oh, yeah. I think I read it. Yeah, I think you sent it to me, and I commented on it. Fourth World, created by Jack Kirby. God bless him.
Oh, rest in peace, King.
Unfortunately, your work will be butchered in the Eternals.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Wait, Ethan Van Sciver? What?
Yeah, Ethan Van Sciver. Because they used certain members of the I think that character, that Josstice, what's his name? I don't remember. The Green Lantern he used, I think, was a character Ethan created.
Does he have special thanks in these Zack Snyder version too?
I believe so, yes. Ethan Van Sciver has...
I did not know that.
Ethan Van Sciver was one of the...
Oh, and here's the end credits scene.
Yeah,
one of the most influential recent hands on the Green Lantern comic, and he did a great fucking job. He's got
and DC
special
hates him.
Yeah, he's got special thanks on just about every Green Lantern related thing ever made.
Cool. That's good on him, honestly.
Yeah.
It must pain DC though.
Yeah, this scene
Nice
has been
Joker
hacked down
impression.
quite significantly.
Yeah.
And we also don't
here
get
comes
Lex
the
Luthor's
Batfleck.
leitmotif.
Here comes the Batfleck movie tease, and along with the what was it?
Well,
Evil
it
Justice
is the Batfleck movie tease in the Snyder Cut. Here, it just teases
a Justice League 2 featuring a League of Villains.
Yes.
Yeah. I will say though that
and Joe Manganiello as Slade.
You know, I like this Lex Luthor still. I hope we see him again.
This is a really bad joke.
Yeah. This is one of the most poorly aged credit scenes ever.
And again, Lex Luthor's leitmotif is not present here, which is lame.
I saw
just
North
generic
in the
classical
planet.
music.
It's the Xehanort planet. It's Xehanort planet.
As even though I don't like Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor, I still like that.
Man, cruel and unusual. This film was cruel and unusual. You know that?
Yes, this film.
It's over. Can we go back? Can we go back now?
I think.
Done. Start the machine.
Okay. Yep. Starting up.
Start the machine.
Cranking it up.
Yeah.
We're going home, boys.
We'll
see you on Saturday with Zack Snyder's Justice League.
All right, get back to the good time. Go.